Good evening, and welcome to the Universal Joy Center. Please join with me in consciousness as we set the stage for this service this evening. As I relax into this moment, I recognize the divine presence as the infinite source of all abundance and expansion. This creative power of life is boundless prosperity itself, the eternal flow that knows no limitation or scarcity. It's pure love expressing as community, the magnetic force that draws hearts together in spiritual purpose. This divine presence is perfect wisdom, the intelligence that orchestrates all growth and unfoldment. It is joy radiating outward, touching every life with inspiration and awakening. This creative power is generous beyond measure, the very essence of giving and receiving in perfect harmony. I'm one with this divine presence, and it expresses fully through me and my spiritual center, our spiritual center. The same boundless abundance that flows through all creation flows through our community. The magnetic love that draws souls together operates through this center, creating connections that serve the highest good. The perfect wisdom that guides all growth guides our decisions and direction. The radiating joy that touches hearts expresses through our teachings, our fellowship, and our service. I realize that this spiritual center is a perfect expression of divine abundance. Our membership grows naturally as awakened consciousness calls to those ready to discover their spiritual nature. Prosperity flows to us easily and consistently, supporting our vision to serve. Our community expands with souls who find joy, healing, and purpose within our loving fellowship. We are a beacon of light, drawing those who seek truth and transformation. Deep gratitude fills my heart as I recognize the perfection already present. I feel profound appreciation for this truth, this knowing that transcends all appearances of limitation. I release this into the law of mind, knowing that it is done, fully accomplished, that divine mind has manifested perfectly in this experience this evening. And I am grateful for the joy in which all of this unfolds. We truly are a divine idea in the mind of the One. With gratitude and grace, I release it to the law, and together we say, and so it is. And I'd like to share our land acknowledgement. We are honored to be meeting on this land that many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people from across Turtle Island call home. We acknowledge and thank the original caretakers and knowledge keepers of this territory, the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat. We also give thanks to all other Indigenous peoples, recorded and unrecorded, who have shared responsibility for this territory. Recognizing our ultimate oneness and acknowledging our reality, past and present, we commit to moving forward in a spirit of mutual cooperation. We are one. Please take a moment to honor the stewards of the land where you find yourself. Miigwech. Well, welcome everyone. Tonight, I'm really excited because our topic is confidence in the invisible. And, we have confidence in some things that are invisible, but other things, maybe not so much. So there's something fascinating about the way we live our lives today. We rely on things we cannot see all the time, right? We trust Wi-Fi. We trust electricity. We trust that when we press a button, something will respond. And we don't stand there questioning it. We don't say, well, I don't see it, so I'm not sure it's working. No, we expect it to work. We have confidence in the invisible. And yet when it comes to spirit, to the unseen intelligence that governs all life itself, sometimes we hesitate. Pardon me. So tonight is about restoring that confidence. The invisible is always working. There's an intelligence, a presence, a creative power that is always at work. Not sometimes, not when we're doing it right. Always. You got that, right? Always. This isn't about belief in something outside of us. This is about recognizing something within and as us. We're not trying to get spirit to respond. We're learning to trust that it already is. Pardon me. Drink water. So imagine this. You walk into your home, you open up your phone, you connect to Wi-Fi. You don't see the signal, you don't understand all the mechanics behind it, or at least I don't. But you trust it enough to send messages, stream videos, and maybe even run your entire life through it. Now imagine if you only used Wi-Fi when you felt confident, or worse, you kept checking, is it really there? Is it really working? You'd interrupt the very connection you depend upon. So spirit is like that signal. It's always present, always available, and always responsive. But our experience depends on our willingness, yes, our willingness to trust the connection. See, spiritual confidence is not loud, it's not forced, it's not pretending everything is okay, it's a quiet inner knowing. And even though I cannot see the outcome, I trust the process that creates it. I have confidence in the invisible, trusting that something will appear even before the evidence, choosing alignment over fear, or standing in possibility before proof. Because here's the truth, all form begins in the unseen. Every idea, every relationship, every opportunity, it all begins as an invisible pattern in mind. Now, I think we know this. Like, we trust things that, we trust things that are, I don't know. What do we trust? Well, we trust gravity, right? You're not going to climb up on your roof with a ladder and then just step off it to get down. You'd break an ankle or worse. There's a lot of things in this world. Electricity, I can't see it. I can see the effect of it. So we are the effect of spirit, basically. It is in us, as us, being us. So we're coming into spring. And as we do, some of us will get out and do a little gardening. So you'll notice that a gardener never digs up a seed every day to check to see if it's growing. They plant it, they water it, and they trust the process. Now, if you did keep digging it up, you would interrupt the growth. And yet, how often do we do that with our lives? We'll say a prayer, do a treatment, and we'll go, oh yeah, all is well, all is well. And then we get into fear right away, going, oh, maybe it's not, now what? The key is that we want to set an intention and have an expectation that it will be fulfilled. That's what we're doing. And when we set an intention and then we doubt it right away with worry or question, what we're doing is we're digging it up. So spiritual consciousness says, I've planted this in mind and I trust the unseen to do its work. I trust the unseen to do its work. So how do we build confidence in the invisible? Well, not by forcing belief, but by practicing trust. Not forcing belief, but by practicing trust. So there's 3 simple things. In fact, I'm going to put these 3 into the chat because that will be helpful. There we go. All right. So assume it's working. Even when you can't see it yet, assume it's working. I had an experience recently. We moved last summer into a house in the Guildwood Village. And when we hadn't kind of decided to move, but I was kind of getting a little uncomfortable in the home we were living in and was feeling like it was time to move. And so I went online and looked at a couple listings that were there and then, just let it go. The next morning, I get a call from our realtor and asking me how happy I am in the house that we're in and are we considering moving? And I'm like, Okay, well, that's a bit eerie. But I went, yeah, we're considering it. And she said, well, I saw a house yesterday that I think is perfect for you. And I'm like, awesome. So we went and took a look at it, and it's the house we're living in now. Now, of course, we didn't trust it immediately. We went and looked at a few more houses and, then came back to this one. But it just shows that, the idea was set in motion and immediately responded to. And we moved within 2 months. And we're very happy where we're at. So, assume it's working. Just start there, even when you can't see it yet. There's this idea, I'll believe it when I see it. Have you ever said that? Have you ever thought that? I'll believe it when I see it. You're not going to see it until you believe it. So we've actually got that backwards and we need to switch it. Okay, number 2, watch your inner dialogue. Are you reinforcing connection or interrupting it with doubt? Oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, this is too difficult. Oh, maybe I should settle for less. I don't know about this. And we start to second guess all these things. And we want to stop doing that. Right? We want to stop doing that. That inner dialogue is creating the life that we're living. The universe hears it all. And so it's really important that we, begin to pay attention. And it's a good idea to even jot down when you notice a pattern. My old pattern was everything was hard. Work was hard, life was hard, marriages were hard, earning a living was hard, everything was hard. And one day I noticed that I was doing that. I'd only been doing it for about, I don't know, 40 years or 45 years or some silly thing. But when I noticed it, I was like, okay, that's got to stop. And I decided to change that 4-letter word for another 4-letter word. The new word was the word easy. Oh, that was easy. And it's interesting how things have progressed as a result of that. Life really does feel easier. So act as if you are supported. So move through your life as though something is backing you. Because it is. Because it is. Like take the time to sit back and go, hey, something wonderful is happening here. Let me dive in. Let me experience it. So the whole idea is to trust rather than doubt. So when you catch yourself doubting, interrupt that, begin to trust. Now let's go into a short little meditation here so we can kind of anchor these ideas that we've started with here. Just take a moment and take a breath. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Take another deep breath in. And one more time. Now gently bring your awareness inward. There is a presence within you. Quiet, steady, unchanging. You don't have to create it. You don't have to earn it. It is already here. Like a signal that never turns off. So allow yourself to feel into that idea. A quiet support. A silent intelligence. A knowing. And now I'd like you to simply affirm within yourself the following. I trust the unseen. I trust the process of life. I am supported in ways I cannot always see. And I choose to trust. Rest with this for a moment. Allow that trust to become you. Not just a part of you, but the essence of you. Taking a breath in. And as you exhale, gently opening your eyes and returning to this space. Confidence in the invisible is not about certainty, it's about relationship. And a relationship with something that's deeper than appearances. I mean, when we think of spirit, we want to acknowledge that it's us. Like our whole body is some part of it. So we're not separate, we're one with. And so this week, I want to invite you to notice, where are you waiting for proof? Right? When are you thinking, I'll believe it when I see it? Where are you waiting for that? And how about instead to just trust that everything's unfolding? Everything's unfolding beautifully, easily, and actually even perfectly. And keep in mind that the challenges that we face are not punishment by some, I don't know, guy in the sky. It's the energy of motion and movement. When we are in a position that we are challenged by, this is the universe showing us the way forward. It interrupts a path we might be on, so we take another one. It moves us in a way that allows us to see something bigger, brighter, something with greater potential and possibility. Regardless of what that challenge is, believe me, it's a gift. So instead of waiting for proof, let's begin to really work on the trust. And just like that affirmation I gave you in the meditation, I trust the unseen. I trust the process of life. I am supported in ways I cannot always see, but I choose to trust. I put that in the chat, so if you want to copy it down, you sure can. So notice this week, pay attention to where you're at and what's going on. Instead of waiting for proof, just trust that everything's moving, and then pay attention to the ways that it's moving, and just know that things are shifting constantly. And just like Wi-Fi, the signal is already here. The question is, are you willing to connect? The truth is, you're already connected. So now live like it. Anyway, thank you so much. And now Kathy will give us our offering. Kathy, you're muted.
Good evening, everyone. As we move into our time of offering, this is another act of trust. Giving is a way of saying, I trust there is more than enough. I trust the flow of life. At Universal Joy Center, what we create together is sustained by that same invisible support expressed through each of us. If this space has supported you, if it has brought insight, connection, or comfort, we invite you to give in a way that feels aligned and joyful for you. Not from obligation, but from trust in the flow. So if you can please repeat after me. Divine life, the source of all abundance. We recognize that all good flows from the infinite generosity of spirit. We bless these gifts given today. May they be used wisely, lovingly, and creatively to support awakening, healing, and connection. And may each giver feel the joy of knowing that in giving, they participate in the endless circulation of good. And so it is. And the ways you can give, you can do an e-transfer to admin at ujoyc.ca. You could go to our website at ujoyc.ca and click on donate. It's in the upper right-hand corner. Or you can even mail a check to Universal Joy Center. Now for a couple of announcements, we have many opportunities for you to join us. We have a new class starting soon called You Can Heal Your Life, and it begins on April 9th from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Please register today if you plan on attending, as we have limited seating for this online program. In fact, I believe it's halfway, maybe a little more than halfway filled. All classes, events, and general information will be found on the website at ujoyc.ca, plus a link to our Wednesday gatherings there. For those who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for joining us this evening. And please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time, as today we are holding our annual general meeting and will not be having a community gathering now. Our annual general members meeting begins in 5 minutes. Please put your correct name on your Zoom so we can confirm that we have quorum for this meeting, and we will be able to register your votes when necessary. Thank you. And Barbara will now do a closing treatment.
Thank you, Kathy. Let us join together in consciousness. Within the divine and the absolute, I find life. And it is in that life that I discover my true self, my authentic self. And I journey forward with a sense of opportunity and possibility, loving the journey that I'm on. I know too that whatever is needed and necessary is fulfilled in the moment of acceptance. And so I expect good to come my way. I expect life to unfold with beauty and grace. I expect all that is necessary for the fulfillment of my existence to be realized, because I am one with this divine energy, as are each one of you. So this life that we live is a gift and a blessing, an opportunity for awakened awareness, for expansion, for delight and joy, and for possibility. So filled with excitement, joy, and glee, knowing that this center truly is a divine idea, that something beautiful is occurring as a result of our intention and our attention. So I know that good is here. So filled with love and joy, peace and well-being, I release these ideas into the law of mind, where I know it is done and all is well. I let that be the truth. And together we say, and so it is. And for anyone who is on that is not a member, you